How do you know this location?
This location is our office. It's quite new. We've moved here about a month ago, so we are still setting up. We're quite happy because we have more space, we have more people. We are trying to do more spaces for preparation of the events, more spaces for meeting the clients. So it's for us is good, and also most of our crew live in nearby neighborhoods. So it's very nice for us to get to the office quite fast and not have to travel through the whole Prague actually.
Just for the record, we're in Prague 7, which is just probably about a 5-minute drive, not even that, from the actual heart, the centre, historic centre of Prague. So we are really central.
This is nice like co-working space, because we are here with several other companies which work in the same, not in the really same field of the business, but on the same side, you can say. So there's like music production studio downstairs, and there's a video producing company on our level, which is just perfect.
When did you first start getting interested in the world of like entertainment and entertainment technology and events?
For me, it started on the high school basically, because I went for a special high school. It's not a gymnasium, but it's a more focused on the transmission technology, television studios, and sounds, and like filmmaking school, you can say, but more from the production side. So that was actually, I was studying this like for 4 years on a high school. Then I switched to the university, where it was more on sociology actually. But still I really liked working with media. Basically, that was something from the beginning for me. As soon as I was on the university, I started to work in Sony Music Prague, and we were releasing records, and we closely work with bands. So I went to the shows, went to the concert. We had several concerts in 1 week, and I worked there as a TV promotion manager. So I had a little bit different work than I'm doing now, but like about 3 years later, I just decided to move a little bit to the event business, to the really concert and live shows, because even in that time, it looked that the business is a little bit moving to this area. So I started to work with one of the promoters here, and actually started already on doing the productions side, on the realizing the live shows.
Tell me about Smart Production. When did you start the company, and how many people are working with you now, and what did you set out to do?
It's we started, well, at the first we just work on our own, all of the guys. It's like usually, but the idea of starting a company came maybe 12 years ago, when it all started to make sense to get it together, and it was better for the clients also, to have some guarantees also from that part. And I was more and more offering not only my work, but all of the other our core workers, so it made sense for us. And right now we are 9 persons working on this, which is getting quite large, which is good.
You combine all different technical disciplines, don't you?
Yes, we do from the base advancing, from the drawing, from technical drawing, visualization, pre-programming of the show,
design
exactly, and all of the budgeting, the other part of the event, finalizing, invoicing, and like getting basically everything. We are hiring the rental companies which will do it for us. What we are doing is that we work with multiple companies and we are choosing the right company for the right event. That's the best for us, that we don't do the event because what we have in the storage, we just do it the right way. We think it's good.
One of your long-standing the events that you've been working on is Colours of Ostrava festival, and we know that's the biggest festival and the best known in the Czech Republic. So when did your relationship with that event start?
I started there in 2010 as a stage manager, one of the stages. And the next year we've agreed with the promoter that I will do the full technical setup. And at that time it was about 6 stages. Now we are, or the 2019 edition was consisting 22 stages actually in 4 days. For me it's the largest and long-term event. We are continuously working a whole year on it.
And Smart Productions does the entire technical production.
Yeah, we do technical setups, running the backstage, running the stages with stage management crew, and yeah, basically all of it, all of which is stage-wise and behind the fences. So,
what are the biggest challenges of running something like Colours? And actually, maybe you want to talk a little bit about the site, because it's on this very special site, this old steelworks in Ostrava, isn't it?
Yes,
so
it's
maybe chat a little bit about that.
It's amazing site. We, like, shortly after started to do the technical production, we've realized that we are really overgrowing the old site, and it was really in the middle of the Ostrava, so it had some difficulties with the transports, with getting the bands there and stuff like this. So the promoter started to look for another location, and in that time this area, which was old steelworks, and it's not only steelworks, it's a unique site because it has a complete process of mining the iron on the one side of the field and having the full product getting on the truck and delivered on the other side, which is, I think, one of the unique sites on the world where this happened. And in that time they started to make from it like the common or the public park and national heritage actually. So when we first came there as a opportunity to have the festival there, I was actually the one which was saying that it's not possible in this year because it won't be ready, because it was trees coming, growing from the buildings and no roads, and everything looked really scary and difficult and dangerous. But the whole crew or the whole workers and the director there, they've made enormous offer to make it like in 5 months or 6 months. They changed it into the workable venue site, which is unbelievable.
And do you have a favourite edition of Colours at all that sticks out in your mind?
I think 2015 was a great year, and 2019 was quite huge and very nice year also. I have some really memorable artists, which sometimes, well, mostly I don't really see. I see like 2 songs and then I have to go back to the work. But
sure.
But there were a few I could watch. Where it was Justice show, where it was Woodkid show, and every time it was just great.
What do you most love about your work?
It's several things. One is the experience of, the common experience of the moment when it's happening, the large event or the show, when all the energy and all the work which had to be done just concentrate in the one spot when the show starts, and everything has to work and everything has to be in place and ready. It's something I think we share with the band. We share it with the visitors also, and it's this very moment is very for me always touchy. And on the other hand, it's the co-working. It's the co-working with the people with the same mood, with the people with the same interests, with meeting meeting new people every event, which are mostly on the same part or on the same side. Last but not least, it's the making of something which is very difficult, or from the beginning looks maybe impossible and very hard to do, until the final realization and an event which is happening. So the process of making something from difficult to happening.
Yeah, there's something very satisfying about making the impossible possible, isn't there?
Yeah, or seems like impossible in the beginning.
Nothing's impossible, is it, to as a production manager? I'm sure you know that.
Not to say it, but it's sometimes looks like it.
Yeah.